Have you ever paid for an Airbnb in Nakuru town or in another town, and later on you came to find out that you actually paid for hot air? Don't worry. Today I have an Airbnb expert on the show who is going to guide you on the do's and don'ts of booking an Airbnb so that next time you will not be conned. Also, there have been very many cases of crime in Airbnbs, especially murders of late in Kenya. So she's going to tell us the measures that Airbnb owners are taking in order to ensure their own safety, the safety of the Airbnbs, and the safety of their clients. Stay tuned and listen up to the end of the show. I'm going to be showcasing for you a very beautiful Airbnb in Nakuru, a one-bedroom Airbnb going for only 2,500 Kenya shillings. Hello.
Hi.
Karibu sana to the show.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Kindly introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hey everyone, my name is Eunice Kwamboka. I'm a resident here in Nakuru, Kenya. I run Airbnb business here in Nakuru. I have a YouTube channel called Any Space. You can run there. I also vlog my daily life and activities that I do occasionally. So kindly subscribe if you don't mind.
She also showcases Airbnbs that she has in Nakuru and even every other part of the country, Eldoret, Kisumu, Nairobi. You should never lack an Airbnb. I'm going to leave her number on the screen, YouTube and TikTok page. Yeah. So tell us, Eunice, why Airbnb business?
We were just having a random conversation with my sister and we were like juggling through ideas of what to do. By the time I didn't have a job, it was during Corona. And so my sister was like, oh Eunice, haven't you heard about people doing Airbnb business? It was not by then Airbnb. It was like, I know of a lady in Nairobi. Imagine she rents out her space the whole month and she makes a lot of money. And I'm like, By then I used to stay in a bedsitter. If you know a bedsitter is a
There are people who don't know bedsitters.
Here in Kenya, there are rooms. It's just a single room with a toilet and bathroom inside.
Like a studio
apartment. And I used to have a neighbor. Most of the time, they used to lock her door because of lack of paying rent. And she didn't have money to pay rent. So I told her, why can't we come and stay with us? And then we convert your room to, we try it online. We try marketing. Yes. So that's how I started. And then from there, we did it actually. After doing that, of course, with friendships, you never know, it goes wrong along the way. That is another story. And we fell out after like 2 months. And I was alone with my bedsitter again. After staying alone for like about 2-3 months, I didn't stop. My mind was still thinking because I remember for the first 1 month, at least we were able to make this random, marketing. Even booking.com, I was just like, I didn't know what to do. It was self-learning. Even listing a booking or listing a property on booking.com. In fact, Airbnb, I joined later, maybe after 1 year, because I wasn't like sure if these things can work. So through booking.com, we were able to at least make the rent. The rent was 6,000 Kenyan shillings. We were at least able to make the rent and like 10,000, a little bit on top. Yeah. And I was like, wow,
that's good money.
For the first month, which business do you start? And the first month they pay rent. For me, that was like a sign. Yeah, I didn't stop. So after we fell out with this lady, 2-3 months later, I decided to move out of that one bedsitter. Yes, and I moved to a one-bedroom house. In this one bedroom, I didn't buy anything. Everything that I had in that bedsitter, I left it. And that's where I started. If you see my first house, it was looking funny. I didn't know. It has been a process. I didn't know even how the extremes of, consider every little thing.
The decor.
The
color coordination.
I didn't have that. If you look at my first house, you will laugh. I didn't have that. So when I moved from that bedsitter, I converted it to a studio apartment, Airbnb. And then after converting it, also, I was doing it without the landlord knowing that I'm doing it.
Oh yeah.
We were coordinating with the caretaker. So after I fell, I give the caretaker, something. And he checks me in the clients. After 2 months again, oh my God, this is a story. I got some clients from booking.com. They were 2 ladies from France. When they came, I wasn't even aware because actually they had cancelled the booking because the location on booking.com was not there. So when they came, the caretaker calls me to tell me your guests have arrived. And I'm like, which guest? I thought they cancelled their booking. No, their guests, they are white. So this white thing brought a problem. My neighbors fellow tenants, so the white people, and they called the landlord, telling the landlord, oh, the caretaker has converted your house into a lodging. Nowadays there are different people coming here. In fact, we have white people around. And I'm like, I was given how many days to vacate? 2 days.
And you have clients.
And I have clients. The good thing, the clients came, they stayed 3 days, they left. That's when I learned that something bad can happen to you, to elevate you actually. So within these 2 days, I didn't have an idea. I was now afraid, will I get a place where the landlord will agree for me to do this kind of business? I used to have some agent's number, a girl. I called her. I asked her, can I get a place where I can put a B&B studio apartment? Let me give you someone who will take you around. And after taking you around, you will choose, you will see if you can take the house. So we went around, we went to Shabab. I found some house that was 8,000. Remember, I've been paying 6,000.
Yeah.
And that time, 8,000 was for a studio. It was like a lot of money for Bedsitter in Nakuru. Oh, that's a lot of money. So we went round and round, and finally, now the current place where the Airbnb studios apartments are, I finally landed there. First of all, I was attracted by the fact that it was near town.
Yeah.
That was a plus for me. Number two, I didn't have an option. And I was the first person to put that studio there. While I was doing the studio thing, I was just arranging. My neighbor came. She was also a lady. I also want to do a B&B, but we're not sure.
You're not sure?
We're not sure. Because I needed someone to come, at least we are two.
Yeah.
Yeah. She came. This lady furnished. The things she put in her house. I was like, my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing? Me, I didn't care about even putting a dispenser in the house. I thought, we should just come and solve them. I didn't care about having a microwave in Airbnb. It was just a funny. But through those women, I learned that this is how Airbnb should look like. After we put that house, oh my God, it was December 2021. We sold. And I was like, oh my God, within a month. In fact, there's a time we had a conference, this church, Prophet Omar.
Yeah.
We were so much occupied that we didn't have any place to host anyone. If you go to that house, it is just a funny house, but I came to realize people like, are you seeing these tiny homes? It's like a tiny home with everything and it's so comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, I came to later realize, that's why people prefer. Another thing why people prefer it is because of the convenience. It's in town. So the heroes of B&B Nakuru landed at that place. The landlord was doing more studios behind. I was wondering, why would someone take 5 rooms to furnish?
A waste of money.
Like, that's what I'm telling you, for me it has been growing in the business. Even the people I met during that time, even the women, the colleagues, I call them colleagues, they showed me the way. And then I came, I had another one. I have 2 in town. And then later I got 1 bedroom at Naka. I furnished it, and then this was the last one. This one I furnished last year. Last year around October, November. Yeah. That's how I landed in the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that Airbnb business is flourishing right now? Like before, there were no Airbnbs in Kenya. Like, first of all, you'll explain to us what exactly is an Airbnb, because we might assume everybody knows. Me, I've never slept in an Airbnb. I've never booked one. What is an Airbnb? What are the qualities that distinguish an Airbnb from a hotel room? And why do many clients prefer Airbnbs to hotels nowadays?
Okay. That is a good question. First of all, an Airbnb, our African version, actually it's different from Airbnb.
What is our version?
Our own version, we took the Airbnb. Initially, it was someone owning a home, and then if they have 3 extra rooms or even 1, you let it out. It was like a passive income thing. That is how it started. And then we Kenyans, the way we know, we said, you don't have to own a home. You go and rent. So you see, our Kenyan version is different. People started renting houses because not everyone owns a home. In fact, nowadays owning a home is a big deal in Kenya. It's very expensive. Make sure your landlord knows that you're doing the business, or you have an agreement, a signed agreement that you are running an Airbnb business. Otherwise, you'll be chased out the way I was during my first days. So nowadays, people just rent out homes, and then they furnish them fully, and then we list on Airbnb. So the difference between now the Airbnbs we have and the hotels, for a hotel room, it's just a bed and a small television for those who have used lodgings in Kenya. And you cannot do much. It's just a bed with maybe a small working table and just a television, that's all. The reason as to why people prefer Airbnb, first of all, people have made them to be so comfortable and to be so homey. They can come, cook, and have a place to sit and relax just the way they can do it at home. Another reason why people prefer Airbnbs to hotels is that Airbnbs, they have everything and they're cheaper than hotels, Yeah, like this room, imagine you get it for 2,500. This whole 1 bedroom. Initially, you pay even more for a bed and a television without anything. And there's no that comfort of feeling home.
Privacy.
Privacy. And I think that's why now people have shifted to Airbnb more than
hotels. Okay.
Yeah.
Take us through the process of booking an Airbnb.
Okay, first of all, if you want to book an Airbnb, most of the sites that are used in Kenya, they are booking.com and Airbnb. There are other sites like Trivago, There are many other sites. There are lots and lots of sites. But nowadays, okay, Kenyans use mostly Booking.com and Airbnb. And also, there are Kenyans who have Facebook pages who are now the marketing thing, yeah? Facebook, TikTok, all the social media. There are people who are doing the marketing there. Like me, I do have a Facebook and a TikTok page. So the process of booking Airbnb, you just go to the app, the first page of the app, there's a place you search to where you're going, and then you just say the number of people, maybe you're 2 adults. Most of the time it's 2 adults, that is the standard, 2 adults. And then you just search and then they will come. And then you can see on Airbnb, in Kenya, they don't accept an M-Pesa directly, so you have to book on their website. And then after booking on their website, you get confirmation on your end. And also as a host, I'll also get confirmation on my end that you've booked. On Booking.com is the same thing. Most of the properties listed there. The difference between Booking.com and Airbnb is that Airbnb uses a credit card or PayPal. But on Booking.com, you can book and actually pay when you have arrived. Yeah. So you don't have to go through the process of using a credit card or anything like that. So you just go to their page, search. Maybe you're coming to Nakuru. The page will ask you where you're going. And then you write Nakuru, the number of people, maybe 2, 1 person, you're coming for business or whatever. And then they'll give you the properties available that can suit you. And then you can go through and you just book.
Okay.
Once you book, you get a confirmation, and I'll get a confirmation on my end that you booked. And then from there, we can now talk, because now I'm able to get your number, and the host is able to get your number, and you're also able to call so that you know you can communicate on how you arrive and how to get the keys and how to check in. Yeah.
So there's no payment at all via M-Pesa in all the sites that you've mentioned?
No.
Okay. No. In the sites, how do you make sure that your Airbnb stands out from the rest?
First of all, make sure that your colors are well coordinated. Have a good camera. Take nice photos, nice pictures. And then make sure that when someone is asking, be fast to reply to the emails. Be fast to respond. Don't keep people waiting for you to respond back. The thing is that just have good customer care skills. Know how to speak to people, know the right words. Be a good communicator. Because people nowadays are so depressed. The moment they just feel that you are giving them bad energy, they'll go to the next. And nowadays the competition is
very high.
Very high.
Assume I want to hire an Airbnb. What requirements would you require from me to book your Airbnb?
This varies from one person to the other, one apartment to the other. The apartments you will go to, and you will be required to write your name, do the security check. The apartments you will go to, and you will be needed to leave your ID or something. It varies from one person to the other. There are people who don't even ask anything as long as you've paid and they have your record. That is all. It depends on the host. Yeah. Plus, right now the government has come in because of what has been happening in Kenya, and the measures have been put. It's going to be a requirement to make sure that everybody that checks in at your property, you have their records. You know the time they left, they checked in. Right now, the government has put measures to enforce because of the killings that have been going on in the country.
For long-term hiring, is it usually negotiable or the price remains the same?
Definitely, for long-term hiring, the price is negotiable. Yeah. Even Airbnb recommends that you give people a weekly package, monthly package, even 3 months package. The people wants to stay for maybe 2 weeks. You give them a package for 2 weeks. You don't have to pay the same as the person who's staying maybe for a day or 2 days.
We've had of very uncouth clients who pay for Airbnbs. For example, they pay for a day and then they come in, they boil all their cereals using your gas and your sufurias, and they do all sorts of things. So what is the most weird thing or most negative thing that you've ever experienced as an Airbnb owner?
That is a good one. Oh my God, our clients. You see, we Kenyans, we are funny. We Kenyans want to make sure that we have exploited our money. Overutilized. You just want to shower 4 times a day. One day I went to my studio apartment in town. Oh my God. And then I saw someone, the client who was there, soaked beans. Yes. And I was wondering, and she was a lady. I was wondering, you mean someone can just soak beans to come and use the gas to boil beans?
So you faced the same thing? Yes. I thought it was a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. People do weird things in Airbnb, especially those people that just staying there once and maybe the next time they'll have an opportunity to stay in an Airbnb will be like maybe in 6 months' time or a year's time. Those clients, they really want to make good use of everything that they're paid for. So it happens. I don't think there's much you can do as a host.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think there's much you can do because most of the time, first of all, we're not on the ground most of the time to see what's happening. At least for every 10 clients, you'll get like 2 of those. That one you just say that they have to be there. You cannot be like up to everything. As long as at the end of the month you don't have crazy bills and you're like that is just happening maybe once or twice in a month. You just have to accept. You ever boarded a plane and then you realize that people will disappear with those towels?
I've not boarded a plane, but I'm looking forward to board one. But I've gone to hotels
Where-
and carried the whole roll of tissue.
Yes, a whole roll of tissue. You carry soap. You carry
Even towels
sometimes. It happens when clients are checking out. You're not going to ask them to open their bags so that you see if they've carried anything. The only thing you can make sure is the person checking in the clients can make sure that everything is in good condition. That's the much we can do. I'm not saying you carry things from the Airbnb. Just try to protect, just like as your home, as you will do it at your home. Please just take care of those things the way you found them. And how can you pay 2,500 and then you carry tissue for how much?
Tissue is important.
50 shillings.
Yes.
You should be serious.
If you have 3 rolls, I carry all the 3 rolls. It will have saved
You
me
know
something.
no. And then you come to pay 2,500 and then you carry tissue for 3 rolls.
It's an opportunity.
Hey, there are opportunities like that, by the way. They're not going to be, I have to make sure this tissue reached here, I left it here. You will not last long in the Airbnb business. So you just have to have that risk bit of you knowing that those things are going to happen. It's like a club. Someone was drinking the whole night. How many glasses break during
A lot.
A lot. So you can imagine if the club owner start throwing each and every person who has broken a glass to pay. And this person maybe has stayed the whole night drinking, maybe like they've drank all their money. And then you want to follow this person to pay for one glass. I think you should not try. Just there are things you just let go. And you know that is part of this business.
So you've not had someone carrying something big like curtains, sufurias?
No. But something small, funny, something like a towel will disappear, tissue will go, glasses will break, someone will overuse your gas, power will shoot bills sometimes, someone came and took shower. In fact, they made their own jacuzzi.
Or maybe someone is a DJ and they bring all the equipment to come and DJ for the night.
Yeah. And they're having a show online.
Unaangalia tu unaona ule ako kwangu, hiyo ni bila stima. You just keep quiet.
You're not going to. They are paid, and they can use the house anyway as long as they don't interfere with your things, major things, So those ones are bound to happen. Yeah, you just need to accept it. Move on.
Recently, there have been very many cases of crime happening in Airbnbs. And of late, there has been like 2 or 3 murder cases. And I'm sure those are the ones that have reached our ears through the media.
Yeah.
I'm sure there have been very many cases that have happened here and there that we never came to hear of. So what measures has the government put in place? And what measures have you, Airbnb owners, put in place to ensure your own safety, the safety of the houses, and also the safety of the clients?
Yeah, that's a good question. So first of all, everybody countrywide is saddened by the deaths that have happened, the femicide, especially that one that was cut into pieces. That was so horrifying. And I want to let Kenyans know that this thing is happening everywhere. It's not only in Airbnbs, even at homes, on the streets. So it's not like now Airbnb is the location for murder. No, it is happening everywhere. Yesterday, people were on the streets. They were protesting against femicide in Kenya. It has been rampant of late, and we are sorry for the lives who are lost through that femicide. And please, let's keep watch of our way. Let's be more careful with the people we socialize with and how we relate with people. Nowadays, not even about strangers, even someone you've known for
People close to us.
People close to us. It is happening. Like we just wonder how come someone just decides to do such an horrific thing towards you. So anyway, we're not denying the things that have happened in Airbnb, but it rose an alarm to the government, and the government had to put measures for us hosts to adhere to make sure that in case of anything happens at your place, you'll be able to give answers because now the clients are gone, or they'll be somehow be able to track the people or the thing that has happened. First of all, we are required to have CCTVs, at least at the entrance, so that they can be able to see the person enters at the entrance, not inside. Yeah, because
Exactly.
if people realize that you have cameras in the room, they feel uncomfortable.
Definitely.
Nobody wants to be monitored how
Obviously.
they are in the house. It's at least at the entrance, at the gate. Number 2 requirement: when you are checking in, make sure you leave your details at the gate so that the gatekeeper has records of the person who has checked in, your number, your name, your ID. Yeah, your identification, that is very important. There are now apartments that are actually asking for IDs, at least photocopy of the IDs, and it has to match your face. At least they check if this is the person that is giving this ID. Yeah, I know there are clients who don't like to be asked such. And it could be one of the reasons why people stopped going to lodgings, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was about to say
because at the lodgings, at least you leave your ID, and people don't want that, especially the men. You know what I'm talking about. Especially the men. But now, if we start asking for IDs, kindly just know it's for security purposes. We are following the rules that have been put. Number 3 thing, the security officers, you must have their full records and what time they are working, so that who was on duty during the time. And then the cars, those people, the number plates are registered at the gate also for security purposes. It's also easy. Just in case anything happens, they will follow up.
Would you say Airbnb business is sustainable?
For me, it is what is sustaining me. If you do your marketing well, make sure you take care of your clients, customer service, so that they be going and coming back and they keep on referrals.
Yeah.
I've also had so many referrals. Let me say, maybe I don't have the best furnished. You should see houses. You should see people the way they are furnished. They have very good taste. People have nice taste. You know, coloring, coordination, everything. They've really done well. And you can do like that, and maybe you don't know how to speak to people. Your communication is off. Your attitude is off. Someone is just asking a simple question, and you're like, you are okay. You respond, and then you take hours to respond to the need. Make sure your communication is okay and you are responding actually. For me, I've been able to sustain myself. I pay my bills.
Is there anything else you think that I might have left out? Or maybe a parting shot to the viewers?
The viewers. To the viewers, you're welcome to stay at our place. We try to be the best. We make sure that your needs are catered for. And please be good clients. Just treat our homes the way you can
treat your
own
homes,
home. Yeah, it starts at home. Don't come and overdo things at home just because you're paying for a day or two. Yeah, just be good clients. Apart from that, let's stop this femicide thing. It's just not in Airbnb, it is everywhere. And not that Airbnbs are bad, no. Let's be more cautious of ourselves too. Yeah. That's all I can say for now.
All right.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you for your time. I think we can go around and show people the Airbnb.
Yeah. So guys, this is our 1-bedroom apartment. And just as Gloria told you, it goes for 2,500 a night. And you can see, this is the living area. You can show around. Yeah. This is our fridge had to be here because the kitchen is a little smaller. So it's just okay here. This is the living area. You can see there's a study table, and then we have water, and you can see our homey television. It's just like home. It's very cozy. We make it very comfortable. Yes. And so next, here's the bathroom. In the bathroom, we do provide towel. The towel is on the other side. There's a hand wash. We also provide soap. The soaps are here. We have soaps. It's just homey. Everything is just home. And then we go to next. We have the kitchen here. Yes, this is the kitchen. It's well equipped. There's a microwave here. There's a water heater here. We have utensils, and then the cooker. Yeah, the cooker is there. And then the enough shelves to keep all your excess in case you have your things you want to prepare later. Yeah. And now let's go to the bedroom.
Wow.
This is our bedroom, guys. Look at that bed.
That bed. Sijui nipande hapo nilale leo.
It is really
So
very comfortable
beautiful.
and very comfortable. You can see our linens are very clean. We really have good housekeepers. I hope you can see. They are very clean. Yes. Our bed is everything. This is where you come, relax, you feel at home. We have a wardrobe. Here you can come, keep your clothes well, spacious enough to keep your things inside. Yes. So
It's a beautiful place.
yeah.
It's a beautiful bed.
Yeah. Very, very. I also loved it when I bought it.
Have you ever slept on it?
Imagine I've never.
How? You're the owner. How can you not ever
Imagine
sleep
I've
on
never.
it?
I've never.
The mattress is very comfortable.
It's a very
beautiful.
comfortable bed.
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine I've never slept here.
You should.
I should, by the way.
One
I
of
should.
these days.
I should be doing it actually. So that's our home. You're welcome. You can see it's very comfortable. For only 2,500, you get to spend your night here. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me too. Yeah. To book this house or any other house in Nakuru, we have studios, 1 bedrooms. We have there's another 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms. In Naivasha, I can also link you up. Nairobi, just call 0791192406. For Facebook, it's Any. Let me spell the Any. It's ENNY Airbnb apartment. There's a website I have. It's www.anyskyscanner.com. YouTube is any space. Instagram it's any flights and Airbnbs. Yes, that's where to find us.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly.